Hello Taurus, hello, and welcome into your monthly reading for March of 2023. Hello, March. Yeah, you tell March hello. You tell him. Oh, Bruni. Bruno has a lot to say about your reading, Taurus. But just a quick reminder, hopefully he quiets down here. This is a general reading, so it may resonate and it may not. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So don't force anything to fit that doesn't want to fit. So just, you know when you know. And it may not be the whole reading. It could just be a little part of the reading, like a couple, even just an analogy or a sentence you might hear it and go, ah, and it triggers something else. There you go. That's your part of the reading. So just, you know the deal. So for monthly readings, I take a look at, I use a different spread. So if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. I'm so glad you found us. So because monthlies, we use a completely different spread than we do for the weeklies. I take a look at the major theme for you, how that theme will impact you, the potential challenges you may face, the potential outcome, and then of course what's going on energetically right below the surface that you may not be aware of. And then for monthlies, I always clarify all the cards, so all the energy, because this is a bigger chunk of energy, and I just like, taking a deeper dive into the energy. All right, so let's take a look. Your major theme is the Nine of Pentacles. All right, that's some good energy. That is comfort, that's self-confidence, that is feeling very financially secure, that is feeling successful. That's just good, happy energy. I like the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, okay. These are the two. Ooh, baby. Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. So you're definitely in a big cycle of change for yourself. The Hermit is in the challenge position. These just fell out. Okay, so you're feels like you're seeking some answers. It's like you're seeking. With the Wheel of Fortune, it comes in a little bit. I haven't fully tapped into it yet, but it's coming in a little bit like, why is this happening? Like, is there a method to the madness here? Like, why is this having to change? Like, where's the wisdom in that? What am I supposed to learn here? Like, what's the lesson? A little bit with a Hermit in reverse. Like, you can't connect the dots. You're not sure why this is happening or why you're in this cycle of change or what you're supposed to learn from it. You're just kind of like, what the hell? Why the hell did this happen? It's like I was doing so good, and then the universe stepped in with divine and fated events and changed something and put you in this brand new cycle of, oh, okay, so this is different. And then you're like, what the hell? Start to say something else. I don't know. Are we... I've learned something about an algorithm in YouTube where you can't curse. I don't know, is it the first 3 minutes of a video? Because if you do, it could get flagged or something like that. So I don't know. That whole algorithm thing's just new to me. All right, here we go. The Seven of Wands is in your outcome. So a little resistant or having to defend yourself about something and what's going on under. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why you're in a cycle of change. What's going on underneath it, you just may not be aware of. The Eight of Cups. It's just, something's just not fulfilling for you anymore. Something's just not doing it for you. And you need to make some changes. You need to probably walk away and chart a brand new path. Something that's more in alignment with what you want, something that feels good, that feels fulfilling, that feels more on your path, like on your soul journey kind of path kind of thing. But I'm just not so sure you expected it to happen this quickly. Or I'm not so sure you expected it to go down this way, because the universe is like, oh yeah, you're ready for it. You're ready for this new path. Let's get you. How about you take this new path? And you're kind of like, what? I did not see that coming. It's exactly how it feels. So I'm going to save this. I want to clarify these two. I want to clarify the Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, which is the major theme for you is probably fighting that self-confidence and comfort again, and how it's going to impact you, big change. So let's see. Let's start with the Nine of Pentacles. So clarify the Nine of Pentacles for me. for Taurus. Nine of, okay, right there. Oh, yep, I'm getting it. Knight of Cups, the Chariot. The Wheel of Fortune again. Jesus. Like, yes. This is happening quickly. This is happening quickly, maybe a little too quickly for you. You've got some very quick moving energy here, but the universe is stepping in here. Like I said, divine fated events. It is stepping in a big way to push you. This feels like a universe nudge, if you will. Hashtag push, hashtag you're going to do this right now because it's time for you to do this right now. Trust us. Yeah, and what I like here is your heart's leading the way. Your heart is involved here. Well, if it's not involved, you need to get it involved because it's following your true path, your true calling, almost like it feels like these changes are cracking your heart wide open. And it's time. It's time you listen. It's time you follow some of your heart wisdom. It's time that you recognize what that fulfillment feels like. You know, it's the same feeling of like you got your whole heart in it. Like you're putting your whole heart into it, or it's heart and soul. You know, instead of blood, sweat, tears, it's more like my heart and soul is in this. Or I put my whole heart in it. I just love it so much because it's that deep resonance. That's what's happening here. And the universe had to step in to give you a little nudgy nudge in that direction. But your heart's coming alive here. Your heart is coming alive. The universe is bringing in events that is cracking open your heart here to get you to go, yeah, maybe this path is more fulfilling. Maybe this is going to feel better. Maybe this is where it's in alignment for you to go because your heart's like, yes, I love it kind of thing. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. You got it twice. This is big change. Big change. Big universe hand in this. So let's see here. Or I should say universe and big U, like the big non-physical you. Oh yeah. It's got your thumbprints all over it. So, all right, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune and how it's going to impact you. Yeah, something had to happen to crack your heart open is what I feel like. Something had to get you out of this, almost it's like a rut a little bit. Something had to shake you up here. It's happening quicker than it's probably comfortable for you. All right, Six of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. I feel like someone's going to come in and help you. Oh, the Hermit again. Yeah, someone's coming in. Oh, God bless. Okay. The Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords, that came in the right way. Oh, boy. Yeah, I feel like someone is coming in to help you. This is the Hermit. So, because you are questioning, what's happening? Why is this happening? What do I do with all these changes? What do I do with my heart now? Now it's cracking open and I'm listening to it and it's talking to me and things are happening so quickly. I don't know what's going on. Like it's a little overwhelming. And I get the sense with Six of Pentacles and the Hermit for the second time, it's like you're going to be introduced to like someone. It could be a mentor. It could be even like a spiritual leader, a guru, a healer, like a spiritual healer, something on those lines that is going to help you navigate this big cycle of change for you, because there's some big endings here. Like, not only is the universe stepping in a big way of bringing in these destined fate events and this big cycle of change for you, but it's triggering endings to things that need to end in order for you to move forward and take this new path. But this doesn't feel good. This is hard, and it's hard. It doesn't feel good, but you've got the Four Swords here. So it's like you're going off grid. This is very solo introspective. Like you got the Hermit twice, Four Swords. So this is you taking a step back. You going off grid a little bit. You just being with you after some of these endings happen, and you healing, you getting clear on what your truth is, what you want, getting clear on what your heart's telling you. And this mentor, this guide, spiritual leader is going to help you. It's like it's going to really give to you and help. It feels so supportive, incredibly supportive. And when I say someone's going to come in and help you, it could be in person. Like, you could meet this person out and about in your everyday life. You could read about them or be drawn to a video about them and you go see them in person, like if they're holding an event. Very well could be. But this also could be like a spiritual mentor or guru that you've never met. Like, you may stumble across a book that you've never read before, but you just feel intrigued to read it and you love it and it resonates. And whoever wrote the book is like, it almost feels like giving you a blueprint for how to work through this. It feels like that. Like, it feels like this person or this person's work is going to give you the blueprint that you need to navigate this. So pay attention to any books that you are drawn to. Pay attention to YouTube videos, for instance, that just resonate with you, or you're like, ooh, what is this interview with this spiritual leader? Or what is this interview? It doesn't even have to be a spiritual leader, but who is this person? And they say they have the 5 keys to success or something like that. Just if it resonates with you and you're curious about it, watch the video, read the book that you're drawn to. Podcasts. Like, what podcast? Is there a new podcast that you're listening to, or there's one that you may have heard about from a friend? And it just like, oh, that sounds interesting. Find that podcast, listen to that podcast, that kind of thing, because there is support here for you. And you're going to stumble upon some type of work, a person, either in person or biolocate via video or reading their book, that's really going to help you through this. So I feel like it's very important to tell you to be open, stay open, and to be aware of things that are calling to you. Be aware of things that speak to your heart. Be aware, not beware, but be aware of little nudges that you get to read that book or listen to that podcast or click on that episode or watch that YouTube video, because there's truth in there for you. There's support in that message for you. So cheers to that. You're going to need it. You're going to need the support, because this is not, 10 of Swords it's not easy endings here. 3 of Swords is not easy. So yeah, because with the challenges, you're just, why did this have to happen? What am I supposed to learn? This hurts like hell. It may have been a person, may have been a situation, may have been a job. It's like, why? What did I do to deserve this? Yeah. Why? Why does this hurt? What am I supposed to do with this hurt? I know. It's like you wanted to change because I get the sense you were in a little bit of a rut. You wanted to change. You wanted to get out, but you didn't want it to go down like this. But it did, because the universe sometimes knows better than we do. All the time knows better than we do. Yeah. 2 more, please, for the Hermit in the challenge position. Yeah. Strength. Yeah. 2 of Swords, but it's in reverse. Yeah, I don't normally say this, but I like the 2 of Swords in reverse in your challenge. I think that's the highlight here, is because you're dealing with this painful ending, because you're dealing with some heartbreak and some sadness, because you're in this big cycle of change for yourself, because it's happening quicker than you ever thought it was going to happen, and because you don't have the clarity just yet to see the wisdom or connecting the dots as to why this went down the way it is. I like this, because you're just a little like, stand back. You are really going off grid, like I mentioned before, but you're just a little guarded of like, okay, everyone, you can take a freaking seat, take a ticket, take a number, and I'll call you when I'm ready, because I've got to deal with me right now. I've got to balance some of this energy out. I've got I've got to do some healing work here. I've got to reorient myself, and enough is enough from the peanut gallery. Enough. Take a number. Sit down. I like it. I like that because that's where you're at. And I damn straight tell people to take a number and sit down because you're going through some things, okay? You're going through some things, and it's taking a lot of strength and courage to do it. Although you have, this card does tell me, you have everything that you need. You have all the tools within you and around you to navigate this cycle. But you're going to need to take a number. Take a number, and that's okay. Because you need that time. So it's a matter of just accepting that about yourself and where you are, showing yourself that compassion, and just honoring it. Like, I need time. Everybody get the hell away. I'm done. Done here. I need a minute. Mama needs a minute. Mama needs a minute. You need a minute. And that's okay. Honor that. Honor that. Because you're going to know. You'll know when you're in a better place or a more solid, grounded place where you can call out numbers. All right, number 17, come up. What do you need? Kind of thing. I say that lovingly, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I like that in reverse. But I also, the one caveat here with it being in reverse is I know that you're guarded from other people's opinions and assessments of this situation. I get that. But the one thing consider of letting your guard and resistance down a little bit is to your own intuition here. Because the Two of Swords can block your own intuition. Like, you got the blindfold and the swords, like you're really not seeing things clearly, and you're not just yet. But I get blocking or being guarded from everybody else's opinions and thoughts about the situation. But consider not blocking your own guidance, your own intuition, the big you that's sending you the messages as to why this is happening kind of thing. Consider not blocking that. So honor your own intuition and your own wisdom of what's coming through, but definitely be mindful of everyone else's shit that they're trying to project onto you. Yes. All right. So the outcome energy, the Seven of Wands, you're a little defensive here. A little defensive. It comes in defensive. So let's see, which I also kind of get because I think you're dealing with some type of betrayal. If I had to guess. Here. Betrayal for sure. Maybe some lying. All right. Oh, good Lord. The Seven of Wands, the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. I see you're defensive. And yeah. Okay. I see why too. I don't blame you here. But let's see. One more for the Seven of Pentacles. My God. How many major arcanas have you got that signify a cycle of change and an ending to a cycle? Ooh. Huge here. Huge. Okay, so in case you need another memo, this is an ending of a cycle for you. And it is a big time, which means, and I see it as you're going to end this cycle triumphantly. Like, you're going to feel good at the end of this. But you're just in the end and starting a brand new chapter for yourself. So this is, you're going to feel good. The World card is like closing up a previous chapter and opening and starting a new chapter kind of thing. But it ends on a high note. So I do feel that you are going to end on a high note here. But I will say this. You've got the Devil here and the Knight of Pentacles. So it comes in like this. You are a little defensive because I think a part of you wants to go back to this situation. A part of you wants to not usher in this new chapter. A part of you doesn't want to take this new path. It's almost like a part of you is codependent or a little reminiscent, or not reminiscent. That's the wrong word. It's right there. Come on. It's, I guess, no. Is it reminiscent? It's trying to come through. It's like the R word. I can't grab it. longing for the past kind of thing, kind of energy. So it's like, I think you're longing for the past. I think it's a little codependent. Like you're really attached to this Ten of Swords that ended. You're very attached to it. And so you're a little defensive about, or resistant, I should say, about letting it go and accepting the ending. And a little resistant to putting one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other, baby steps. This feels like baby stepping your way out of it. You're not to the place because you're still dealing with the betrayal, the pain, the hurt, the sadness. You're still grieving. So it's one of those things as you've got to grieve it. And it takes as long as it takes. And most of the time it takes longer than we care to admit that it does. So baby step your way through the grief, through the endings of this. Even though you do feel codependent to this Ten of Swords situation, ask yourself, you get to make a choice. Are you choosing situations and people and circumstances that are more in alignment with your highest good? Or are you choosing things that just feel safe, that may or may not be in alignment with your highest good? And that's okay. We make choices all the time, back and forth, back and forth. But this is really important for you to take notice of the choices you're making because of this. Because you've got the Wheel of Fortune twice. Because you've got the World card. Because this is an ending to a big cycle for you. You're starting a new chapter and you get to choose what you bring with you in this new chapter. Are you going to bring the people, situations, the beliefs that feel good, that truly align with your highest good? Or are you going to drag in, try to drag in some of the people, places, situations, and beliefs that cause you pain and hurt and that don't serve you very well, that you know in your heart of hearts is not in alignment with your highest good? But are you going to drag that into this new chapter because of fear? Because your fear of the unknown, or your fear of changing, or your fear of leaving this person or situation, or your fear of accepting the ending that is over. And these are all questions you get to play around with and ask. But I will say this, no matter what you choose, you're in a cycle of change, and you're in the process of ending it on a high note. So I love that about this energy. You are going to end this with a high note. You are going through a grieving process, and it's going to take baby steps, just one foot in front of the other kind of approach to move your way out of it. As you go off grid, as you watch out for any, spiritual leaders or gurus or mentors that are going to come your way to help you more with this. So be mindful of that as well. And be mindful of the choices you're making. Is it a fear-based choice or is it a love-based choice? As in, is it choices made from your highest good or is it choices made out of fear that may not serve you that well? So those are the things I do know. You're going to be presented with all those choices. You're going to be presented with some support from the universe. You're going to work through your grieving process here. Just accept it and allow it to be what it is. And you're going to start off a new chapter here. And you get to decide. You get to decide kind of what comes with you. In the sense of, how do I say that? It's like, it's almost like what the parts of you, I'm going to use baggage for lack of a better term, but that's harsh, and I don't mean it in a negative way per se, but it's almost like, it's like, let's do, instead of baggage, let's do this analogy. It's like you're moving. So let's say, and you really could be actually moving or relocating with a chariot here, but let's say you're moving and you're moving to a smaller house. Let's say smaller house, or a more just a cozy, smaller place that you're super excited about moving to, but you can't take everything with you that you currently have. So what are you going to take with you to the new house? What are you going to pack up with care that you love, that you want to surround yourself with in this new place? And what do you know in your current house or home that, you know, you haven't used that in 20 years, or that doesn't bring you joy anymore, or it's not worth taking up space in my new home that I love so much. Those are the kind of decisions. What are you taking with you? What do you want to take with you? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to surround yourself with? Those are the questions. Fear, love, fear, love. Woo! Okay, so let's, because I mean, whether you know it yet or not, you're on a new path. Like this, you're going to end on a high note. I do get that very strongly. And you're on a new path. I mean, you're really charting a big new path for you. Something way outside your comfort zone, I have a feeling. So let's clarify. I wanted to save the Eight of Cups for the last. So let's clarify that Eight of Cups underneath. Whew. What are you taking with you? That just came through loudly again. Oh, here we go. Oh, beautiful. The Star. Yeah, lots of hope, lots of healing. You got the Four of Swords and the Star. Big healing energy. This is very healing for you. Very healing. Much needed healing for you to be able to take this new path. Two more. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, new opportunity, brand new beginning for you. Brand new opportunities, brand new beginnings for you. And you're attracting it from a very healed place, which is beautiful. And Two of Pentacles, okay, some indecision. Sure, you're still not sure what to do. You're still making decisions about what path to take. You're still making decisions. I feel like you're like, am I going to take this brand new fresh start? Am I going to take this new opportunity? What am I going to do with it kind of thing? But that's okay. And I get the indecision because you're still healing. You've got a bit of healing to do. You are going through the grieving process, and that, as we all know, is no joke. And that takes as long as it takes. It takes as long as it takes. So this is like baby steps. So baby steps. Be compassionate with yourself because of what you're going through and this process of change. Embrace your intuition here. Really check in with you and your truth and honor that. Do your best to honor your truth and your intuition. And do that healing work. Go off grid a little bit. Do that healing work because it is instrumental to your success, I will say, and your happiness in this next chapter. But I get a good sense here. It's just the resistance. You've got a bit of resistance here. And it's just working through the grieving process and the resistance of accepting. Okay. Accepting that you probably are going to take a new path. A path that you didn't think you ever were going to take. Kind of thing. Like even a move. You may have never thought you were going to move. And you love where you live. But now you find yourself in a situation where you probably might need to move. Kind of thing. And now it's like, all right, how do I embrace this? What am I taking with me, universe? I was never planning on moving from where I'm at. Now I'm considering moving across the state or moving across the country or something like that. And I don't really necessarily want to do it because I never really wanted to move. But at the same time, it could be a fresh start for me. At the same time, it's kind of exciting. That's where you're at. So just work with it. So we're going to tap now to help you navigate this month. So, hey, my life works beautifully. Yes, it does. Even though you're not connecting the dots just yet. But at the end, I think you will. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. Okay, Taurus. Everything in your life works now and forevermore. I know you just want to throw something at me right about now. But hey, it's universe message here. So let's tap. Let's help you feel a little better about this and just get a little bit more peace. A little more peace. Okay, so if you're new to tapping, check out the link below in the description box to learn more. If not, if you're a veteran pro already, you know what it is, let's just jump in and go. So repeat after me. Or sub in your own stuff as it comes up. even though this is overwhelming and a little painful, and it feels like the changes are never going to stop. Will this ever stop? That's okay. I'm honoring how I feel and where I'm at. And I'm opening up to entertain the idea that somehow, some way, my life is working beautifully for me. So even though I'm in this big cycle of change, even though it's happening really quick, and even though it doesn't feel so great when it's happening, and I'm second guessing everything, and I'm feeling a little frustrated, that's okay too. I understand it's all part of the process, and I'm opening up to understanding that my life works beautifully nonetheless. So even though I'm going through a grieving process, and I honor that, it takes as long as it takes, and I'm good with it. Because I am willing to show myself some compassion and some understanding right now for what I've been through and the changes I'm making. For my life works beautifully, and I'm ready to move forward in this new chapter. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. Even when I can't see it, even when I don't understand it, even when it hurts, even when it's overwhelming and I'm second guessing everything, even then, my life works now and forevermore. And everything that is happening is for my highest good. And I'm willing to accept that, even if I don't understand it. Because I'm ready for peace. I'm ready for healing. I'm ready to take a break and a time out to focus on me and my needs. It's time I focus on my needs. Because I matter. My feelings matter. And I'm worthy of healing. And I'm worthy of showing myself some compassion. Because I'm ready for peace. I'm ready for truth and clarity to come in. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to grow and expand. And I'm ready to move forward. To move into more happiness, more fulfillment, and to listen to my heart just a little more. Because I'm ready to feel good and alive. Because all is well in my world. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. All is well. Okay, Taurus, let's take a deep breath in. And let it go. Woo. Big work, Taurus. Big work. It actually has a similar feel a little bit to Virgo. So maybe the earth signs are going through some big transformation in March. But I hope this helped. I'm sending you so much love and hugs through this. Wishing you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye.